Award-winning filmmaker Nicolete Ndigwe-Kalu joins us for an inspiring conversation. She's a respected film and television producer, writer, director, and former child actor. Now, she'll be sharing insights with us into her remarkable creative journey. You just saw one of her works there. There's an evolving Nigerian film industry we're going to talk about, and there's a lot of passion that continues to drive her storytelling, and that's another reason why she's here. It's great to have you.
Thank you so much, ladies. You all look amazing.
Oh,
thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Look at that skin.
It's all about the skin today.
It is about the skin. We are, they say, the capital city of skin bleaching, but apparently India is actually a close second or third. Because they have dark-skinned Indians as well, who are always trying to. But the reason why I bring up India is because of the Bollywood-Nollywood crossover that you embarked on. So give us some insight into what inspired that journey.
Ah, man, to be honest, it was just the desire to, you know, and the need to continue to push the needle for Nollywood. I feel like we're such a big industry, but we continue to incubate, just constantly doing stuff within and within. And I just felt like we have so many similarities with India especially. And there are so many other cultures out there. And it's something you would see in my casting. My first film, it did have some, young actors, old. This one has Nigeria, it has Ghana, it has India. The next one has South Africa, Ghana, Canada. So I just try as much as I can to ensure that our stories are crossing borders. Because I feel like that collaboration is what will also help expand the market.
You know, I find it interesting that you'd say that the similarities, because I've observed consistently the similarity between African and Asian culture. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the Korean film industry, so I see a lot of similarities. Now, when you talk about partnerships like that, they don't come cheap. They don't.
No.
And so I wonder, how do you manage to pool funds for this? What goes into the production? I'm always interested in film production, the back end of it. What's it like?
So I have been basically supported by private equity, like, you know, private investors, just individuals who believe in the vision and put their 110% behind it. And most of the projects I've done have been, you know, very international, very big. They're not 100 million naira films, they're much more. My next film that's coming out was shot in Enugu, in Lagos, and in London, in 3 cities in London. And I flew Mama G, you know, OC, all the actors that were in it abroad. So when I embark on these things, I need someone who believes in the vision, who understands that the person who is doing this is not about to make the next quick buck. I'm telling you a funny story. When I was shooting this, it needed to be a certain way, and it got to a point I sold my car.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I took a loan from my mother, who's in the US, and then within 3 months, I was done paying off everything that I owed.
Wow.
But that's how much of the passion, like, it needs to be a certain way. It needs to look a certain way. And if it means selling the hair on my head or the shirt off my back, I would do it to ensure that what translates on screen is something that in any room I walk into, I'm super proud of it. Nobody will look at it and say, like, I did a film that I'm talking about billionaires, a billionaire who gets divorced. And then you come in and you're looking at it like, these people are they rich, really? But one thing everybody keeps saying is, like, for once we're seeing wealth on screen. It took a lot of money. So, I mean, I've raised money from private investments.
I mean, I can see the passion in doing this. I mean, even when you talk about it. But I just want to get into your head a little bit. I mean, before you even embark on a journey, what are some rituals that you have to take or, you know, do? And what are some of the things that they are non-negotiables? For instance, you talked about the cast. You talked about wanting to cross borders. What are those non-negotiables for you as, you know, as a filmmaker?
So as a filmmaker, the first thing is, of course, God, where do you want us to go with this? How do you want us to go with this? Usually before I even start casting, I table the names of the people I want to use. I table what I want to do, and I bring it before the Lord. Sometimes I'm fasting. Sometimes it's praise nights, like just leading to it. That's after, you know, I've secured the money. Somebody's money is in your hand now, and I'm like, Father, you're going to bring the increase. I can sow the seed and water it. It's only you that will bring the increase. So let's work on this together. And it gives me clarity most times to know, okay, this is what you need to check out. I remember one day I was praying about a project, and I started like wailing about somebody who was on my crew. And I started to call her name and everything. And you know the funny thing? We go on set, 50% of the problems we face is that person. But for some reason, I was always ahead of it.
Amazing.
In fact, there was a particular scene that cost us almost 9 million naira, just one scene. Over 9 million naira, actually, because the 8 million is even just in prepping, the set design, props, everything for that. And the critical thing that was needed for that scene, the person didn't have it ready.
Tell me to close my mouth.
9 million naira.
I'm telling you.
That means you have to be spiritually grounded.
Yes.
Before even embarking on a
telling
journey
you,
like
because
that.
media is so powerful. Media is, it gets into rooms where, like, a lot of things can't. It gets into hearts. So for you to enter there, you need to be guarded.
I was actually gonna say something about that. The storytelling itself. From time immemorial, we know that Nollywood has sort of shaped the mindsets of different generations. Mindsets around people wearing certain colors. When they see somebody wearing white, it's because
like what he's wearing today.
Like I'm wearing
he's
red,
even wearing the combination
red and black. You know, there was a mind. So when you think about the stories you write and the impact it's going to have on a generation, I know you've already talked about being grounded in spirituality, right? Already. But do you believe that anything you've done so far has actually helped or impacted a generation positively?
I absolutely believe so, because part of the feedback we've been getting from this project is I'm proud to be Nigerian. Like these are the kinds of films we want to see about who we are. And one of the things that I believe strongly in storytelling is that storytelling is soft power. And the soft power of storytelling is the ability to get into rooms that speeches, treaties, and policies cannot. And I believe that one major thing that you would never find lacking in my films is the portrayal of Nigeria in the best positive light. It does not water down the fact that we do have problems. But one thing that America and all other foreign countries that right now we all dream of being in has done is that they've been able to launder their image as best as possible with media. But somehow we feel like the only way to turn things around for us is to portray the worst and worst of who we are in media. So I want every Nigerian child in the diaspora anywhere who's asked, what is it about Nigeria? To be able to pull up my film and say, look at Nigeria.
That's our Nigeria.
Because the age-long, notion that continues to denigrate the image of Nigeria, that, we walk on bare feet, there are monkeys, swinging around.
The fact that it's lions are our pets. They can still think that.
They do. There's an island guy that I met in Houston that says, I really want to come to the motherland, but I just feel like I may not find a good hotel. I'm like, the first thing I say is, okay, go on Netflix and watch my first film, Before Valentine's. That's in Nigeria. That's a regular Nigerian salon. And he watched it, he calls me up, I was like, oh my God, everybody's so bougie.
You don't like nothing.
Yes.
And this bougie thing also brings me to something else that a lot of people say about movies that feature foreign actors, in quotes now. There's this belief that many of the foreign actors featured in Nigerian movies are either low budget, not so talented, or just people that can fit within the budget. Now, you've created a film that we can see actors that are actually acting, not just going with the motions because they're expected to, and they're superstars as well. I'm wondering, how do you get these actors, and how do you disabuse the notion that, I didn't pick them off maybe my neighbor's cousin's auntie that was visiting? How do you do that?
So, I mean, one thing we tried to do was a lot of behind the scenes of the film, you know, just telling people the process. Getting those actors was pure, you know, goodwill and grace and persistence, resilience, because to be honest, I thought that I was going to save money if I went for South African Indian actors.
Wow.
And I actually went to a proper acting agency, Actor Spaces in South Africa. And I hired them, you know, I was about to hire them to get me the right actors. They'd given me profiles of some of the people we see on the biggest series on Netflix. But then I decided to be a producer. And I went to check the flights.
Wow.
And then I realized the flight from India to Nigeria is half the price of the flight from South Africa to Nigeria. And I was like, sorry, sir.
Hold on.
And immediately I started to search, and I went back to one guy, a captain, a sailor of a ship, that came, you know, to me and said his wife was a filmmaker and she was trying to sell stuff to Z World in Nigeria. And I was like, I don't have any connection to them, but I know somebody who can help. And I did the introduction, went my way. About a year later, he comes back to me and says, oh, the guy never really showed up for me. And I apologized profusely. And he was like, but what surprised him the most was I wasn't trying to get a cut. I was like, no, I was just trying to help. And he said, anytime you need anything from India, let me know. And so,
and that was it.
That was it. The funny thing, the biggest guy on TV there was his wife's kind of cousin. And then we reached out to the guy. The guy is like, oh, I'm actually about to take a leave from the series I'm on, one of the biggest series in India at the time. And that's how I got here.
This is amazing. I feel like clapping. But then you sowed a seed and it blossomed at the right time. Now, we wish we could continue this conversation. There's still so much more to talk about, but we have to take a stroll to the kitchen. Our chef has put together something.
We have sown a seed in the kitchen.
You guys are amazing hosts.
We are in the kitchen, and I helped Chef Reese make this chicken creamy pasta just for you.
Looks great.
I would like for you to have a taste and tell us what you think. Chef Reese, you want to tell us how you made this?
Okay, so
Please put your foot.
sorry. Okay, so I made the creamy sauce with the jollof paste.
She makes her own jollof paste, by the way. Really lovely. It's called Crave Nest. Beautiful. And she added some of that.
Yeah, to the creamy sauce.
I need to get that. It's good.
Thank you.
It's good. I'm a pasta connoisseur.
Oh,
Italian food is my favorite food.
Oh, wow.
So,
Amazing.
good job.
Well done.
See the smile on her face. She's so
Grinning
happy.
from ear to ear.
I love it when chefs smile like that.
Thank
They just,
you so much.
you know, and then the aroma in the studio.
It's amazing.
Chef's kiss.
Beautiful.
Well done.
Beautiful.
Well done.
Thank you
And
so much.
guys, that's it for our Wonder Women Wednesday, but not quite, right?
Yeah, we have Faze on standby to sing us out the show today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to join us again tomorrow, bright and early, 7 a.m. Until then, it's time to fade.
Bye.